To all my free spirited girlies out there who are having a hard time creating the structure to actually achieve the goals that you want, get in here. It's not your fault, it's an identity that you've been using to survive. Here's what I mean by that. Most of the free spirited women I know, myself included, I'm a water sign and very much a free spirit, have a hard time actually executing or reaching the next level of their goals because that requires structure. And structure feels like it's killing your freedom. I see this happen with fitness routines, content routines, business routines, even trying to get into a career. You're constantly in idea mode or overwhelm mode and you can't get it out of your head and into life. And oftentimes that's because you don't have a structure that's supporting you to get it into life and to bring it into fruition. Here's the thing. We become who we need to be to survive. If you grew up in a lot of structure, if you were a person that had to follow strict rules, if you had a parent that was on you, a lot of times when you become an adult, you rebel and you assume the identity of somebody who's a free spirit, right? This can also happen if you have a parent that lacked structure as well and you inherit that kind of free flowing way of being. The problem is when you have big goals and you have big dreams and now you feel ashamed of yourself that you can't actually accomplish them because you're always blowing in the breeze and you can't seem to nail down a routine to actually get there. This was me for many years with fitness, right? Fitness requires consistency. Even with my skincare, that requires consistency. And I had such a problem with doing the same thing every day because I felt like that's boring. It's limiting me. I'm not free to do things when I feel like it. I can't just flow the way I want to, right? What I didn't realize is I was prioritizing my identity of being a free spirit over the things I actually wanted to achieve or the version of myself that actually could hold and achieve those things. When I realized that I can still be a free spirit and have structure and those two things don't collide, that unlocks something different for me. When I realized that I can identify as a woman who has high standards, gold standards for myself, which means I follow certain routines and regimens to achieve that high level, I can still be that and a person that has a free spirit, that has room for spontaneity. Realizing that has unlocked an entirely new world for me. So if this is something that you struggle with, I work with my clients all the time on this. I have done this work myself. And actually, I am doing another online course called The Gold Within, where you can refine some of these survival tactics you've been using to actually be the version of the woman you want to be. I'm also doing a live Q&A for that class on January 31st. So anybody that signs up for it or buys it between now and then, you'll get to do Q&A with me on the 31st. And then we'll have that inside of my Patreon on replay. I can't wait to see you there. And as always, love you.